everyone, welcome back. This is going to be week one of my mini kit Monday. I know I mentioned that I was going to try to get a video up right after, I had completed my kit, but as you can tell, that didn't happen. So I'll probably have a bonus video at the end of the month. And what I did this time around is I went ahead and pre-selected my papers. I like to do that just because there were so many different little strips. I didn't want to go through that, but I'm going to show you what I do when I go through my embellishments. And I know it can be tedious, and everyone's got a different way of doing it, but I was going to kind of show you what I did. What I'm looking for is a 3x4 card that is going to be my title. So I just go through everything that I have. And I have to say that Dreamcatcher that I just put down, I don't really like dream catchers. I just can't find a way to use it. Other people, they don't understand llamas and, now it's sloths. I don't get those either, but I'm just not a dream catcher person. So I kind of put it off to the side. I'll probably end up using the back side. So I'm going through all of those. I do decide on that watercolor 3x4 card, but I still need a sentiment. So I'm down to these two, or at least a title. So I choose this one that says she leaves a bit of sparkle wherever she goes. And that's the one that actually makes the layout, and that includes my daughter and her little dog Bailey. Now my daughter has a tattoo that she put on her side several years ago, and I think it says something like never lose your sparkle. I don't know. I'm sure she'll correct me in the comments. So, but it's kind of cool. And maybe one day I'll scrap her tattoo because I think I've got a photo of it. Because I've mentioned this before. If she sends it to me, it's fair game for videos. So yeah, that can happen. So now I'm going through the rest of the smaller elements, and what I decided to do was to work with the thing that I find I have the most difficulty with, and that's going to be the vellum. So there's a lot of vellum flowers and leaves, or the floral, in this kit that I had put together, and I'm trying to pull all of it. I thought I got all of them, but as I went through them again, I did find a couple other pieces, but I'm not going to add them to this page after I've taken all the photos and everything. So I'll either toss them, give them away, or use them on another page. I mean, what are my options? So anyway, so here I am just kind of placing everything. Okay, this is the problem. Whenever you have all these little bits and pieces and you have them where you want them, sometimes I wish that I just glued them down, and other times I wish that I don't. But I wish I had put the base of the paper down, because I knew for sure that's the way I wanted the paper on the cardstock. And I have to take everything off and try to remember how to put everything back on. So here it goes. I think I got everything in its place, but anyway, so I'm going to just glue everything down. Of course, I use my ATG gun to do my papers and my photo. And for most of the embellishments, I do use the wet glue, which I use the Scotch quick dry glue. And I put it in the smaller, needle nose applicator, the little bottle. And I got the bottle at Hobby Lobby. And I buy my Scotch. I get it from Amazon just because I have been to Michael's several times, and I know I could use a coupon, but a lot of times they're out, and I'm like, oh God, I'm all the way up here. So even with the ATG refills, I am starting to get those on Amazon just because Michael's is usually out of it, and I wish I could use the coupon, but if they don't even have it, what good is that? So anyway, so that's what I've been doing lately. And the bottle that I get lasts me for a while, probably because I use my ATG the most. And when you use that needle nose applicator, very little comes out, so it does last for a long time. Now, the background paper you probably recognize. It was one that I had created to be a part of this kit. It's not anything new that I made, so if you'll go back to my intro, you'll be able to see, I think I made 3 pages using the Vicki Boutin art crayons, and uh, sometimes I show how to do it because I let them dry naturally. It takes a while, so I have to, or I choose to, make the background paper and just let it dry, and then I'll use it later. So I'm okay with waiting. I have tried to use um, the heat tool, but it warps my paper so bad. And even though people have said you need to, dry both sides, that still doesn't work for me. I just like the way it looks better. Now, I didn't use the Vicki Boutin foundation paper. It was some cardstock that was the American Craft. It's the textured paper. And last year I had painted on the gesso on about 10 or 12 of these papers before I went on the retreat in August, because I was planning on using those and I didn't want to wait for the gesso to dry before I put the art crayon on. And I still had some left over. In fact, I still have some, so I'm planning on taking those. I'm going to a retreat in about a month, so pretty excited about that. So anyway, so now everything is glued down. We're down to the sequins, and there's no splatters on this, and I didn't do any journaling either. So we're getting close to the end. Oh, make sure you check out the other ladies that are part of the group. I've left links uh, to their channels below, and I'll see you guys next time. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.